You are now listening to the Baseball Aficionado, episode number 9. Glad to be back with you guys. I'm your host, Santos, the Baseball Aficionado. And the reason why I'm so happy to be back is because I took some time off, but I'm back with you guys. And I have 2 special guests, not just any guests, but friends, good friends of the program. And I'm happy to bring them in. And we're going to talk about the first half of the MLB baseball season. We're going to break it down. You know, y tenemos las 3 Antillas en la casa. So we got my Cubano friend, we got my Dominican friend, we got Willy Baez of Bodega Sports, and we also have Yusseff Díaz of Pelota Cubana. So it's going to be really great. I look forward to talking to these 2 guys who are my friends and talk some baseball. So without further ado, wait. Before we get into anything, please make sure if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like, subscribe, comment. Always appreciate the support and all that stuff. So without further ado, I want to welcome back to the program Yusseff Díaz and Willy Baez. Let's get it.
What's up, brother? Gentlemen?
What's up? Hey. What's up? What's going on? What's up?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Y'all got me up early. I'm gonna get up this early. Y'all got me up real early today. But
come on, bro. Tú eres un veterano, pero tú eres un veterano.
Bro, 10 a.m.
Come on. You be doing push-ups at like 2 in the morning. What are you talking about?
Since 9:30. Yeah. But now I'm an older veteran. I'm a 50-year-old veteran, so I gotta reserve that energy, brothers.
Ay, está pasado. Bueno, nada. So we here. First of all, thank you guys for joining me again. I love talking to you guys. We talk all the time offline.
Every day.
No. Yeah. Every day. Yeah. Básicamente todos los días. Vamos a hablar de pelota. We'll talk about the first half of the Major League Baseball season. Mm-hmm. You know, we'll do our thing. We'll give our, I want to talk about the trade deadline later too, in a little while, all that stuff. And we'll just break it down. So Willy, do what you do. What you got for us?
All right. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the All-Star snubs and the All-Stars knots, basically. Yeah. So I'm going to name the All-Star team for the American League, and you guys are going to tell me, okay, fair, you know, whatever. Like, yeah, he made it. But then when I say a name that you're like, yo, he shouldn't be in there, then you're going to tell me why. And after all of that, vamos a hablar de lo que, you know, like the ones that got snubbed out of the game.
Sure,
right?
Nah, definitely. Yeah, there's always a bunch of those, man. But
yeah, too many. So, American League, I'm going to start with the starters. We got Adley Rutschman, the catcher. First base, we got Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Second base, we got Marcus Semien. No thoughts on that?
Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You can go first.
You said catcher Adley Rutschman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Why?
The correct answer is Salvador Perez. That's the correct answer.
Or you know who should be there too? Nobody's talked about the kid from the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe.
O'Hoppe.
42 RBIs. But catcher's more of a defensive position.
Yeah, you're right.
I get it. Salvador is the man. He's a future Hall of Famer. But Adley Rutschman right now, in my opinion, is the best catcher in baseball.
You can go either way.
Yeah. No, but O'Hoppe should be there. That was when I have 3 big snubs. O'Hoppe is why is that kid not there?
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I have 3 big snubs among players and 3 big snubs amongst Cubans. I think that should be. You know, I gotta think of my own.
But we know.
Right. Yeah, we know
for sure.
All right, so
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. So the next one, Marcus Semien, real quick. Do you guys think that he deserved to be in there? O fue porque va en Tesa, or what do you think?
I think it's carryover from last year. It has to be. It has to be because 241.
He doesn't have any business being there.
No.
All right, so
I guess they're basing it on his power numbers. 12 home runs for a second baseman. He got 50 RBIs. He has 91 hits. But that batting average, I'm a firm believer in that. I know you guys are sabermetric guys. I'm not. I'm a firm believer in the batting average.
No, but I believe in batting average though. I like batting average. Batting average is good. I don't mind. I prefer batting average over somebody who hits 241. I think it's a balance, you know.
By the way, Willy, Café Santo Domingo. I got some Café Santo Domingo today.
Nice.
Oye,
All right,
yo tengo
dime.
Café Santo Domingo también en la
I
nevera.
love it. I love it.
I swear. Yeah, I love it. Yep.
All right, third base, Jose Ramirez. No argument
Best-
on that one.
Best player in the game. And if I could vote for MVP, which I probably won't this year, because BBWA, you know, they tell you from your chapter who's gonna vote. Right now, first half, that's my MVP. Boy, that guy does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, no, he got the Indians like the Indians. He got Cleveland like
I call him the
up
Indians.
there, bro.
Canceled,
The whole year.
I call him the Indians. Whoever gets I call the Indians, bro. I call the Guardians.
Yeah. All right, shortstop Gunnar Henderson, and then outfield we got Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Steven Kwan, DH, Yordan Alvarez.
My man.
Anybody that shouldn't be there?
Nah.
That's good, right?
I like, I'm good with all those.
Yeah.
I'm good with all
All
those.
right. All right, I'm gonna go and move on with the reserves, right? Catcher, we got Salvador Perez. Infielders, we got Carlos Correa, Josh Naylor, Isaac Paredes, Willy Castro, and Jordan Westbrook, and Bobby Witt Jr. Just so you know, Willy Castro is the replacement of Jose Altuve, and Westberg is the replacement for Rafael Devers. Anybody in the infield?
I gotta be honest, and I made a reel about this. I'm happy for Willy Castro getting in. He doesn't deserve to be there.
Yeah, bro.
He doesn't. Just looking at the numbers. I understand they want to put somebody from the position. Maybe that's why, because I think it's probably based on the position, right?
That's what it is.
Because if you're talking about numbers, I mean, unless I know what the WAR is. The WAR is just under 3, which is not terrible for somebody who, you know, it's a solid WAR. They're probably basing it on WAR, right? They love WAR. Good defender, versatile. He only has 10 steals, 7 home runs, 29 RBI. OPS is in the 700. That's not a all-star player. And I would now I'm happy he's there, but you know,
I'm gonna be blunt here. You basically put a little bit better version of Nick Gordon in the All-Star game. That's what I'm gonna say.
Nick Gordon, damn.
Yeah, look at his numbers. Maybe his batting average is a little better, but the numbers are the same. In fact,
Jose Miranda has better numbers.
He should be.
I hate to say it. He has better numbers.
Yeah.
I'm a big Jose Miranda fan. Big Jose Miranda. So that's been hitting. That guy's a line drive hitter. I mean, I wish we had him. He fit good in this ballpark down here in Miami because all he hits is line drive.
Yeah, right.
He's a hell of a hitter, man. Yeah. And he's.
I don't know about that, bro. Miami is where batters go to die or hitters go to die.
Well,
except for Giancarlo Stanton.
It depends
Yeah,
on
true.
who you are. And Jorge Soler. Now, but you know who? Miami's a place for guys like Nick Castellanos, JD Martinez, guys who have power, but they can put the ball in the alley. You got to put the ball in the alley in Miami. That's what you got to do.
That is true.
Good point.
All right, so outfielders that made it also were Jaron Duran, Riley Green, Anthony Basement for Cal Tucker, and David Fry for the second DH. So,
no objection to any of those names
whatsoever.
I'm glad that Santander got in.
Me too.
I'm
glad Duran got in too.
Yeah, no, he's
I love Duran. Stud.
I've been watching him since PR in the Serie Caribe. The kid, 5 tools. Pero I'm firm believer in batting average unless you're a power hitter. Santander, when he hits them, they're gone. So he definitely should be in. Definitely should be in.
I would agree. All right, let's move on to starting pitches. On the American League, we got Tyler Anderson, Corbin Burns, Gary Crochet from the White Sox, Tanner Hawk, Seth Lugo, Cole Reagans, and Terry Scuba. Terry Scuba, which is like basically the Cy Young.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that he's gonna open the game.
Probably start the All-Star game. But you know what? You know one that's absent that should be there.
Yeah,
he's been carrying the Astros the whole year. Ronel Blanco. Why is he not there?
Yeah,
that's one of my 3 snubs.
That's one of my snubs. That's one of my snubs.
Why is he not there? This kid might even get some Cy Young votes. He's been carrying the pitching staff that's been hurt all year. He's one of the catalysts of why the Astros are where they are today. Take away those 9 wins of Ronel Blanco, and where are the Astros today? They're 500 or maybe below 500. He's been their guy when they're having a losing streak. Basically, the team's stopper. Hey, my man, go out and get a win. And he's done that all year, so he should be there. No argument.
Un caballo all year. Un caballo.
Yeah.
In terms
I mean, Luis Hill.
Luis Hill.
Three middling. this guy should be there more. You know.
No, Ronel deserves it more.
Yeah.
I would agree, but Luis Gil, what they did to him after 2 months of straight up just killing it,
yeah,
they were like, nah, you were beaten for like for the last 3 starts. He hasn't been the same. I get it, but
No, but
he
me
did
parece
everything.
injusto. No, pero me parece injusto. Me parece
Yeah, I
injusto.
would
He had,
agree.
if you look at that ERA,
yeah.
and I saw the games because I saw the game against the Mets, but I saw okay. But I'm saying, to be fair, really that was just about a good 2 or 3 bad starts compared to like 10 quality outings. I mean, come on.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but
It's not fair.
there's a worse guy in that rotation that they're not taking out. His name is Carlos Rodon, who's been throwing batting practice his last like 5 starts. So that I think he should be more in that rotation than actually Carlos Rodon. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I think the kid's good.
In my opinion, another guy that got snubbed, since we're talking about starters, Eric Fede from the White Sox.
Yeah.
Right,
Bro,
right.
this kid has been like impressive. And I thought that he was more deserving than like Cole Reagans, for example. Like he got better numbers. And even before they started the voting and everything, he had better numbers. I don't know why they didn't pick him, but you know what?
No, I agree with you. 100%. That's a big snub.
Now his whip looks pretty good too. That 1.13 strikeouts per 8, which is 8. That's not bad. Anything above 8 for a starter is
great.
Good. Yeah, no,
Phenomenal.
I agree with you.
All right, relievers. We got Emmanuel Clase, Clay Holmes from the Yankees, Andre Munoz, which is the replacement for Logan Gilbert, Mason Miller, and Kirby Yates. What do you think?
No argument there.
I think they got it right in the
man.
American League.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know about Mason Miller, man.
I mean,
I love Mason Miller. Don't get me wrong. Give it to me. Pero Mason Miller has been like out. I don't know why.
All right, but who? Yeah, I get that. But who would be the A's representative then?
No, pero por eso no. I mean, Brent.
No, yo entiendo lo que tú quieres decir, but he's been the best player on the A's. So it's like I think he's the only A's All-Star. I think.
I got one guy.
I think. So that's why he's there.
I got one guy in the AL that could sneak in there. It has to be Cano. Yenya Cano. All right. He's the American League leader in holds. That's the most holds probably of any starter the last 2 years, but let's not count last year, just count this year. 23 holds. The guy has 3 wins, right? The guy has 3 saves, 2.89 ERA, and he has 38 strikeouts and 37 innings pitched. I mean, he was there last year. I don't know. I get it that there's other pitchers with good better numbers, but I think he should. If anybody should be in there, that it should be Cano.
See, here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you what I told you offline.
Yeah.
If you're, whether fair or not, when you're a relief pitcher, first of all, the starting pitchers are always gonna get priority. Yeah, we know that. For you to get into the All-Star game as a reliever, you have to be sparkling. You can't be in the high 2s. You can't be in the mid 2s. You got to be in the high 1s or low 1s. And maybe in some cases, low 2s. They want to see strikeouts per walks. They want to see dominant stuff. That's what I told you about Raisel. Raisel throws hard, but the ball he's not a swing and miss guy anymore. He used to be. They want to see strikeouts. That's what they like seeing.
Oh, he's over the average with strikeouts. But the thing is, you got a league leader in a category that's not in. You probably have.
Are you saying what holds?
No, yeah. Cano. He's probably the best setup man in the game right now. If you think about it, he's not in.
So, I would give it to you. To be honest, I would give it to Yaniel Cano over Clay Holmes. I don't know what Clay Holmes is doing on
his saves.
He sucks.
Man. It is all about the saves, though. It's all about the saves. But 2.82 ERA.
I'm saying they're right there next to each other. But you know what? That was probably his strikeouts because he's a big, like Santos said, he's a big no. But you know what? To look at it, their strikeouts are very similar. 40, 38 innings.
40 on 38.
38 and 37.
It's the
yeah,
Yankees, man. It's the Yankees.
Yeah,
They
but
got 'em in.
I trust Cano more. I trust Cano more than Clay Holmes. Cano
Yeah.
is more Cano. If you look at Cano, he bends but doesn't break, and he's got better stuff than Holmes. Holmes don't got great stuff. I'm sorry.
No.
Cano's always had great stuff.
Cano's got good stuff.
I've been watching Cano since Cuba. I mean, I saw him when he was a kid in DR in the Serie Caribe 2016 when Ciego de Avila beat El Escogido. He's come a long way since that. He actually came out, threw 4 pitches, and told me, "Hey, my man, get out," because he threw 4. But that Serie Caribe, just not to get away from the subject, you got 3 guys that you had in the All-Star game last year in 2016 for Ciego de Avila. Jose Loli Garcia, who got the game-winning hit in that game. You got Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and you got Cano. When Cano does come here, he's coming here, I think this week. The Orioles come here this week, or if it's not next week, I'm gonna go to stadium. I'm gonna ask him that same question. Like, because last year the All-Star game, that's the first time he took the field with those guys since 2016. You know?
Wow.
Okay. Well, tú tienes contenido ahí.
Yeah, no,
that is true.
During the pandemic, we interviewed a lot of those guys. Cano, like, I have a very good relationship. Nice guy. We interviewed him during the pandemic. Hell of a pitcher, man. And the thing is, he could start, not now because he used to be, but in Cuba, he started a few games. The thing with those Cuban pitchers, they put him to pitch in every role. Like Rysel, remember when he came up, he was a starter. In Cuba, he spot started a few games. But since they signed him, I get it why he wanted to be a starter, Rysel, because he wanted to get more money. But he's not a starter. He's like, we're talking about Yariel. He's not a starter, man. Not a starter.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you the unavailable. I mean, I touched on them, but basically Jose Altuve, Devers, Cal Tuckett, and Logan Gilbert. Now, on the National League, I'm gonna give you the starting batters and the lineup basically. William Contreras as the catcher, Bryce Harper first base, second base Ketel Marte, third base Alec Bohm, shortstop Trey Turner, outfield Christian Yelich, outfield Jerickson Profar, Fernando Tati Jr., and DH Shohei Ohtani. Tell me. Start with you, Santos. Tell me. You laughed a lot. Tell me.
Trey Turner, be there. What's he doing?
Qué relajo que tiene con Trey Turner, bro. Trey Turner pisses me off. And Trey Turner, Trey Turner's not even a better. Okay, I understand. Trey Turner last year had a good year. Great year.
No,
not great year, but good,
year.
But good year. Okay. How many games has he played?
Not
the
many.
guy was out. What is he doing there? Why? Because the Philadelphia cheesesteak eaters decided to vote him in? No. Screw these guys, bro. They're a bunch of idiots. No, I'm sorry. Philadelphia fans.
As a Mets fan, I get it. Don't get me
but they're bad fans. Philadelphia fans. I seen them leave.
They're savages, bro.
Like
they are.
I saw them leave a game, the Philadelphia fans. I was covering the game Chicago against Philadelphia, the White Sox. Brady hit a home run in the first inning, a towering home run. But the game was extra innings, right? It was a Friday night. Nobody works on Saturday usually in those cities. So they left like it was extra innings. Let's beat traffic. Come on, man. You're supposed to be. I would understand that from Marlin fans because that team has killed the baseball here. But I wouldn't get that from any metro city like New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, New Jersey, anywhere in New Jersey. You know, but yeah, man, Trey Turner has no business being a relajo. That Mookie Betts playing shortstop, it's un relajo, and it doesn't work.
I agree.
The Dodgers, but he's been the best shortstop offensively. So that's what we'll put in there.
Even though he's hurt, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, was he the finalist with Mookie Betts or no?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he was a finalist, I get it. You know,
but that's the fan vote. That's what needs to change about the All-Star game. That's what I don't like. Like, there's too much of this popularity contest thing. Like, the fans get it right sometimes,
Santos,
but not always.
I would say they get it most of the time. They get it right. It's just it's a popular vote. That's all it is. You know.
Some of these journalists, you gotta be careful too, because not to touch on it, doesn't stop it, but the Latino Baseball Hall of Fame. You got a lot of fanboys there too. I'm gonna let it go because anyways, I'm gonna tell them in their face. That's one thing about me. I don't pull punches. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Some journalists, like for example.
But look at where the Latino Baseball Hall of Fame is. Like, why does this surprise you? Look at where it is. I'm not saying, Willie, you know what I mean. I'm not saying in a bad way, but you know, it's in DR. I mean, what do you expect? I already know this, and I'm not even a journalist like that.
All right, for example, my page, my media outlet is dedicated to Cubans, but y'all already know the first one to criticize a Cuban is myself. We've had these offline conversations where things that I'll say to y'all, I won't say openly. I'll say it in a certain way, but you can't just because I'm from this flag doesn't mean that this flag is always right. You know what I'm saying?
No,
for sure. Like like certain, but that's neither here nor there. That's off topic, guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But
nobody dragged Carlos Correa more than me before.
Yeah, no, I know. We have this conversation,
and I like being wrong. Believe me, I want him to be good. And he is right now. But anyway,
yeah.
How about Lindor?
All right.
Why isn't Lindor the All-Star game?
No, that's something that I wanted to talk about. Yeah. That's my snub right there.
Yeah.
And you're talking about WAR, bro. He's like on the top 20 in WAR and all of baseball. The only guy on the top 20 that is not there.
Well,
that's crazy.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Listen, MLB hates Lindor. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he colors his hair or they don't like his weird outfits. I get it. You know, he dresses a little funny.
He got to be one of the top 3 best defensive shortstops in baseball. Definitely.
Yeah.
I saw Lindor play for the first time in Central American games. The Cleveland Indians. I'm gonna call them the Indians. I don't call them the Guardians. I refuse to. The Cleveland Indians gave him they gave him permission to play, and when they played Cuba, I was like, wow, this kid's gonna. He didn't even play shortstop in there. He played second base for some reason. I don't know why, but I was like, oh, this kid's a stud. He had to be like 20, 21, if that, 19, something like that. But he was.
He's been a top prospect since high school. He was always a top. He was a first round pick. Like, this guy is not a scrub. Like, he's a great player. They compare his numbers to Cleveland, and it's like, does everybody know that in Cleveland the ball was juiced at that time? Like, does anybody pay attention to this? Yeah. Well, I'm not saying that that's the only reason, but he still hit. He still hits now.
Now the only thing, right? Last year he did a 30-30. He didn't make the All-Star. It's because he starts very slow. He starts very low. He gets very good at the middle of the season. I don't know why. That's his thing. But since 2019, he hasn't made the All-Star. It's not an injustice. It's just that he starts so slow, and then the National League has some really good, shortstops. Before that, it was Corey Seager. Trey Turner's always there. So, like, he's going to get snubbed. Like,
all right, so let me ask you this question. Does Geraldo Perdomo deserve to be an All-Star last year over Lindor?
That's last year's Willy Castro. That's last year's Perdomo's last year.
No, what was he doing there? I was I almost had a heart attack when I saw that.
Yeah, last year's Willy Castro. That's who that is.
Yeah.
They won't see another All-Star game in their careers. Neither one of those guys.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, La Reserva. We got Will Smith as the catcher. Infielders, we got C.J. Abrams, Pete Alonso, Luis Arraez, Mookie Betts, Eli De La Cruz, Freddie Freeman, and Ryan McConaughey. How do you call him? Ryan McConaughey?
McConaughey?
No,
I forgot how to pronounce his name.
McMahon. I don't know, bro. It's
McMahon. Ryan McMahon.
From third base. Then you have the outfielders. You got Teoscar Hernandez, Jackson Merrill, Heliot Ramos, Brian Reynolds, and DH Marcelo Ozuna. What do you got?
Marcel's a beast. I don't Alonso, but every time I see Marcel, I want to track down some of his Marlins GMs and fist fight with him. Seriously, I'm joking. I'm being funny. Pero Pete Alonso does not belong there.
Nope. I agree.
No. He snubbed somebody else, which is Christian Walker.
Yeah, that's one of my 3 snubs.
That's the thing.
66
Christian Walker's a snub. I don't think. Okay, Pete is only there for one reason.
Home runs.
One reason only, because of the stupid home run contest that I do not care about. So when you get to that segment, I'm just gonna tune it out because I hate the home run derby.
They changed it for you, bro. They changed the whole scheme of things.
He still hasn't recovered from
the playoff stuff.
From last year, that messes up your swing. I would never be in a home run contest. Now,
never.
You know who I like? That even though his batting average is middling, should be there. Eli De La Cruz, definitely. probably the most electric player in baseball. La Cocoa.
You mean like on the home run derby?
No. Talk about he should be in the All-Star game. Like he's
no,
like,
he is.
In general.
I know. I have no problem with him being there.
Yeah,
he's the most electric player in baseball. That guy, he's gonna steal
electric, bro.
100 bases. He has a chance.
Nah, he's not gonna steal 100, but he will steal
and then
like
the
80, 73 something.
Here's the thing that bothers me about that though. I'm gonna mention something that bothers me about that notion about him. He's gonna steal this many, that many. I don't care about that, and I'll tell you why. When your team is not in the playoff positioning, and you're stealing 80 or 100 bases, it doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. If I'd rather you steal 30 or 40 and you're in contention for a playoff, I don't want you stealing 100 bases.
But that's
perfect your position at defense, which he's still working on, and work on your discipline as a hitter. Well, I don't care about 100 stolen bases.
Well,
honestly, that's me. That's me. He's hitting what 250, whatever, 240 something,
252 something. But thing is, he's still a young guy. I mean,
no, I love him.
He's
talented.
I've been watching this kid in DR because I've been to DR a couple times to watch to cover games.
What did he say?
The hated Licey Tigers, Latino Licey, but him, Ronnie, one of the prospects you have, Ronnie
Mauricio.
Yeah, those two kids playing third base and shortstop for Licey. Very, very, very talented kids.
Mauricio's gonna be a better hitter than De La Cruz.
Yeah, but the thing is, about Mauricio, he's always hurt.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about being a better hitter.
He's gonna be a better hitter. Es que you know what it is, que la gente se enamora de la herramienta. That's the problem with everybody. La gente se enamora de lo mismo con O'Neal Cruz. La gente se enamora de que he's 6'6" and hits the ball with a lot of power, but there's a lot of swing and miss. Right? Now De La Cruz is better than O'Neal Cruz.
Yeah,
he's better.
Sure.
He's better.
The worst of the three, in my opinion, when it comes to hitting. Now, Ronnie Mauricio, you don't become MVP.
He's gonna be a better hitter, I think.
In the Caribbean, if you can't hit, you know what I'm saying? This guy was MVP of the Lidon. Lidon has that.
Yep.
Is the best league in the Caribbean.
Yeah, a lot of velocity, good pitching.
Based on the players that play there and the prospects that they send down there. Well, not really the pitching and velocity is those parks. DR, the ball does not travel for some reason. There's no park in DR the Águilas have the park where the ball travels the most. And
because of the temperature.
It's the
Cibao is a little different altitude.
The altitude on El Cibao is higher. Pero mira, real quick, I don't agree. I think the MVP on El Lidón is like, I don't know, bro. It's not. Porque mira quién lo ganó el año pasado, Ronnie Enrique. What's his name? The kid from Cincinnati. Like, he played all the games, and that's why he got the records. You know, like he got the numbers.
Yo entiendo.
Guys like Kendrick Morales, and guys like that. You can. That's a pretty good barometer if somebody can play. If you can play in the league zone, why you think there's like in the league zone? You see like a lot of scouts down there. You get a lot of minor league signings there. You get signings to Asia from there. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not deserving. Like Aquino, I don't know why they signed him. He hasn't hit a ball since 2015.
So real quick, one of the starters, like one of the things that revived his career was basically playing con la Estrella Orientale.
Yeah.
Profile. I mean, that kid was the best prospect.
Yeah.
Like in 2012. Was supposed to be the guy. He never caught. I remember it was him y Odol that they were like 19, 18, and they were already in the big leagues. Like they were that good, but it never worked out until now.
Profile, remember he had a very bad injury to his shoulder that bothered him for a few years.
Yeah.
Odor, no, I heard he's bare knuckles boxing now. That's what he's gonna do. I'm joking.
You beat me to the punch.
No pun intended, right? No, pero Profile. I saw him play this year. He played in the Serie Caribe with Curaçao, who has no business being there, but that's another subject. Pero no, he finally put everything together, and you see what the kind of player that he wasn't bad last year with San Diego, but he didn't get enough at bats. He was more like a guy that did everything in San Diego last year.
Yeah.
So, well deserved.
Yeah,
well deserved.
Talented.
All right, Starting pitchers, I got Hunter Green, the replacement for Tyler Glass now, Shota Imanaga, Reynaldo Lopez, Chris Sale, Paul Skenes, which is going to be the starter for the All-Star game, Ranger Suarez, Logan Webb, and Zach Wheeler.
No arguments there.
No arguments there, right?
Even though Ronel Blanco, they should find a spot for him somewhere in there.
Andrew Abbott, I think, should have been in there also instead of Hunter Green. But, you know,
I agree with that.
It's a better name, I guess. All right, relief pitchers. We got Ryan Helsley, Jeff Hoffman, Tanner Scott, Matt Strom, and Robert Suarez.
All right.
And the only unavailable is Tyler Glass now. But who you got, like, on relief? Like, did they leave anybody? Did they snub anybody?
I see Tanner Scott all the time. He's not a better relief pitcher than I said. Yes, I'm sorry. I seen Tanner Scott blow a few games for the Marlins this year that he shouldn't blow. Tanner Scott he has electric stuff, but he also has his control sometimes. I think you can't change my mind. Right, should be there. He's had a great year.
No, he has a great year. I gotta be honest, man. I don't think they got it wrong with these guys.
Yeah.
The only guy that I can think of, but he was so good for the majority of the first half is Ryan Helsley. His ERA just jumped in like the last week. So that's the only guy. I mean, but other than that, all the guys are on the ones, low twos. I mean, you can't argue with that.
No,
you could make the argument for Raisel, but it's not like a slam dunk.
Correct.
For a reliever, the ERA could jump pretty high because you don't have
you don't got the innings.
You have one bat out with 4 runs.
Yeah.
Pero, and my bet on that, Ronel Blanco. We'll talk about the National League, but it's just such an outrage that is stuck in my mind right now. That Ronel Blanco.
Yeah, that was terrible. That was a bad job.
To be honest, tell me.
Go ahead, brother.
I would say I think we touch on all of the snubs. I mean, Santos is one that I guess you mentioned Brandon Nemo, and I agree.
Yeah, right. I wanted to mention just really quickly about Brandon Nemo. I think
go
and as much as I wanted to see Lindor get in, I get it. Like the shortstop is very it's a very crowded position. So yeah, you could have made the argument for Lindor, but you could also say that Nemo's a bigger snub because Nemo. Look at his power numbers. Look at his numbers over the last month and a half. He's been money. Look at his RBI. Look at his slugging, OPS. He's been doing a great job and playing a good defense too. He's very underrated as well.
Okay.
On a discounted price, man. They got him for a steal. Damn.
So we'll talk about Nemo, right? Nemo's numbers are very similar to Lourdes Jr. We can make an argument for Lourdes Jr. then too. The only thing about Lourdes Jr. that kills him. His OBP is terrible, man. It's like 290.
When his slump, that's the problem right there.
Yeah.
The nerds are never gonna vote him. If your OBP is under 300, you can forget it.
Well,
you might as well just like
it's under 330. I'm like, that's the thing, man. Sabermetrics has killed baseball, man. Like
no, it hasn't. I think that it has given opportunities to people. It has given opportunities to people, bro. Yeah. Because remember. Sabermetrics
it's taking opportunities away from people too, though.
Yeah, too late.
Also, yeah, because I gotta be honest. You know who would be in the MLB? He wouldn't be on the MLB, but his career would have been longer if Sabermetrics were a thing. Pedro Alvarez. I don't know if you guys remember him.
Yeah, but that guy is a strikeout waiting to happen.
It's un ponchon, bro. I'm sorry.
No, I agree with you. But right now, he would have been either strikeout or home run. How many people do we have that does that?
Another guy?
There's so many people.
Yasmani Tomas. And then it was all downhill after that for Yasmani Tomas. After he left, he never came back to the way. He came back one time to the majors, got 3 at bats.
Ese tipo tenía una fuerza. Yeah. That guy, when he hit the ball, bro, that ball used to fly.
Yasmani made better contact than Pedro Alvarez. Thing is, Yasmani in the field was desastre.
Terrible.
Terrible fielder. I could field better than him.
Yeah, probably. Pero that song, man, War, what it is good for, absolutely nothing. So you give me a uniform formula for War, I'm not paying attention. Because the thing is, you can make it say whatever you want because there's no uniform formula. ESPN got a different one. If Fox got a different formula, I'm gonna
Fan
make
graphs.
In fact,
I'll tell you.
Mhm.
I'll tell you where the war boggles me. You ready? And we'll talk
Go.
about this in a few minutes, right?
Mhm.
When you compare Shohei Ohtani and Ozuna, their numbers are so comparable, but there's such a disparity in war. I need an explanation for that.
So basically, it's all about the walks, man. Shohei Ohtani has better discipline, and it takes it into account because remember, you're talking about OBP, you're talking about steals also. Marcelo Ozuna doesn't get steals, so that doesn't take account into his WAR, and they don't take the field at the end of the day. So
Right.
comparables, if you have a better WAR, then it's just something that you're doing better than the other guy.
Right.
Right. It's not because your defense is like 2.0 just on that. No.
Yeah, but the thing is, like when you have somebody like Babe Ruth, who's I'm a better fielder than the Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
What are we doing here, guys? Come on.
Yeah.
Don't pee on me and tell me that it's raining. Come on. You know what I mean?
All right. First half awards. So let's start with Yusseff. I don't see that you wrote it here, but tell me who's your rookie on the American League and National League. Tell me who you got.
National League, I'm gonna go with this guy from the Cubs, the pitcher.
American League, Managa?
Yeah, shout out the lefty.
Right. I like that.
I haven't really done my research, so I'm not really gonna touch that one. The American League, obviously the Cy Young, you named him.
No, not yet.
Hold on.
And this is only for the first half, it's not what's be. So for me, it's gonna be Paul Skenes, and I'm taking it away from you, Santos. But basically, we got the same guy. Paul Skenes and Luis Gil. Those are my two guys. Those are my two.
I think those are the only two answers besides Imanaga and the National League because
correct. Then we have Cy Young. Who you got, Santos?
Yeah, no, it's Cy Young. I think we were the same on Cy Young as well for American League. Tariq Skubal, what he's doing is just insane. He's playing for not a terrible team, but a team that's not great. Yeah. And he piles up wins. His whip, his strikeouts,
everything.
Everything. He's been dominant. I gotta put Tariq Skubal there for the American League.
Well, what about Yusseff? I got Seth Lugo, man.
Ooh.
He's the MLB leader in ERA. Seth Lugo, probably a career year. Seth Lugo's probably the year like this guy. What was this knuckleballer for the Blue Jays that beat out Gio?
R.A. Dickey.
R.A. Dickey.
Yeah.
That was for the Mets. That was for the Mets. Okay.
Yeah.
That was for the Mets.
The same guy. Remember, I was telling you the guy that doesn't have a UCL ligament in his arm. Yeah, it's a similar year, but Seth Lugo, man, you gotta, and you could even throw Corbin Burns in there, man.
Yeah, he's been good. Good, but no.
For sure.
Above
but no.
Football, nah. MVP. Who you got, Yusseff? Because I think we're all on the same page on this.
Jose Ramirez, man. That's for
me.
Whoa, that's a good one.
Wow.
Good one.
Okay. Everything, bro. That does everything.
Damn. No, I mean, I want to be with you, but I gotta go with Aaron Judge, man.
Could be Aaron
Judge.
But
if you talk to me and you pull me aside and you're like, "Are you gonna vote for Aaron Judge?" I got you something better.
Yeah,
I might just vote for Jose Ramirez, man.
No, you could make a argument for him.
What about you, Santos? Who you got?
I'm with you, man. Like Aaron Judge. I mean, you take Aaron Judge. Now I get it. You take Jose Ramirez off the Guardians. In other years, I would say, yeah, they'll go to shit, right? But, ¿qué pasa? You take Aaron Judge every year in, year out, carrying the Yankees on his back. You take Aaron Judge out that lineup and you leave Soto on an island by himself.
That's it.
That team is going to drown. They're going to drown.
Make that same case for Ramirez. Aside from Ramirez, who really scares you in that lineup? Josh Naylor, maybe.
Naylor.
But
another guy.
But in other years, I would agree with you, but not this year. If you look at the rest of the Guardians lineup, they've hit this year.
Yeah,
they've hit this year.
Everybody that they bring up right now, Joaneski, Noel, whatever. Steven Kwan is batting. David Fry is batting. Who else?
They're deeper
out there?
this year. Even Jimenez will
very
help
deep.
you.
Yeah.
They're
Andre
deep. Yeah.
Jimenez.
If you're telling me last year or any other year, I agree with you. Like Jose Ramirez is their best player. Don't get me wrong. But now you got guys like Steven Kwan, who's a good number 2.
Yeah.
To you know.
Well, he's the best third baseman in the game. Which there was always the argument: Arenado, Machado, Ramirez. Forget about it.
Now there's no argument.
The argument at all.
I agree. National League. Who you got, Yusseff?
For what? Cy Young?
For MVP.
MVP. Ohtani, man. That's the safe and easy choice. Shohei Ohtani.
Damn, bro. I wish I had somebody else, man. But damn, there's nobody else.
You can argue Ozuna, but Ohtani's gonna win it, man. You know the writers love Ohtani.
For sure. Yeah. But it's funny because I at the beginning of the year I was like, man,
we talked about this.
Wouldn't it be great? Yeah, wouldn't it be great if he won? Not great. I was just like, wouldn't it be crazy if he won the MVP? Yeah. But now it's like almost like he has nobody else around him. You know, nobody's gonna vote for Marcelo Ozuna if they're close, and I can't see anybody else like catching up to them. And there's no pitcher that I can say, oh, he might just win both MVP and Cy Young. There's nobody. Nobody.
I get mad. That's why I wrote him in, because I feel like there's nobody else. But I'm a little upset about the hypocrisy of it, because I get like the analytics part. I get the WAR and all that. There's a huge disparity in the WAR if you look at it, as you've seen, right? Yeah. Huge disparity between Ohtani and Marcelo Ozuna's WAR. Yeah. And I think unfortunately that's going to affect the voting. And they both essentially do the same thing outside of stolen bases and maybe walks, right? But that's going to be what's the difference between an Ohtani and an Ozuna at their MVP chances, unfortunately, because they essentially they don't play the field. So I got Ohtani there by default. And also, acuérdate que Mookie Betts got hurt. He was the only guy that could have given competition.
No, I agree. And now, well, the only thing is that he has not to work on, but basically Ohtani, they got his number, or he's nervous, something, but he's batting terrible with people on base, man. I don't know what's going on. He's batting like 250 or something.
Something terrible. He's still gonna win.
I was like,
that'll change it. That'll change it as the season wears on. But
I hope.
But even though all right, the Dodgers will not win a title this year.
They're winning?
They won't win a title this year.
No. Not the Dodgers, not the Yankees. No. I'm telling you, if somebody's gonna win this year,
Philly.
Don't be surprised. Yeah, Philly. Yes, I would agree with you.
Ranger Suarez, Christopher Sanchez, Zach Wheeler in a 7-game series. That's terrible. Dang, you're in trouble.
Deep. They're good.
No, but that's what I was telling Santos earlier. I was like, bro, the Mariners scare me, because if they get in, and they don't get in as a wild card, because then they might just lose any game.
Yeah.
But if they get in on a 7-game series against anybody, they got Gilbert, they got Luis Castillo, they got Brian Wu, they got I'm forgetting Kirby. Man, they have a lineup that
George Kirby.
Wow.
The only walk out there is that they don't have the experience in the series. Maybe the
I need to see it. I need to see. I don't trust them yet. I need to see it.
Really more than 7-game series with these guys. They've been there before. They've been to a World Series, you know?
That is true.
Ranger Suarez has pitched in World Series games. Zach Wheeler has 2. Sanchez is he's a young guy, but I think he'll feed off them. So and then that lineup is not even hitting like they should, and they're still driving the runs. Castellanos hasn't hit all year, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
He's liable to wake up. Trey Turner is liable to wake up.
I think he's gonna wake up on the thing. He's gonna wake up on the playoffs. If I had to guess, you know. All right, so.
I think we missed the National League Rookie of the Year and the Cy Young.
No, the Rookie of the Year, Bull Skenes, but the Cy Young, go for it. Who you got, Santos? Let me hear it.
Chris Sale.
I agree with
you. All right. Really?
Chris Sale. I just think Chris Sale, he may be the comeback player of the year too.
That too. But
for sure.
But you can have an argument between this is going to be if it continues, because you got Zach Wheeler, you got Chris Sale, you got Ranger Suarez.
That's my guy.
It's going to be hard.
those people. I argue between Zach Wheeler and Chris Sale, but Chris Sale leads the league in wins, man. And the ERA is not that much different. Chris Sale looks like the Chris Sale of old. I don't know what was going on in Boston because I think somebody kidnapped Chris Sale for a few years.
Oh, no. To be honest, man, like Chris Sale was great when he pitched.
Yeah.
With Boston. The problem that he was always hurt.
Yeah.
Always hurt. But when he pitched, he was good.
He was okay. He wasn't this Chris Sale.
No. All right. So I was going to get into the contenders and pretenders stuff, but I'm going to move on to 7:30. We got 7 questions. We're going to touch on them. Basically, we have about 1 minute on each question. We're not going to go too much, into it.
Yeah.
All right. Number 1, who's going to win the home run derby? Let's start with you, Santos. What you got? Nah, tell me.
I'll tell you who I got, even though I don't watch I haven't seen the home run derby like in 15 years, bro.
Damn.
I'm not a big home run derby guy. And I guess the format, explain the format real quick. They made it like,
they made it where there's 6 batters, right? And they go against each other. So, for example, Marcelo Ozuna and Pete Alonso go in the first round. Whoever wins moves to the next round. Boom. And then after that, then whoever hits the most home runs, and that's about it. Nothing else.
I got Adolis Garcia.
Got my hometown.
Adolis Garcia.
He's at home. And for this time, I'm gonna be a fanboy. I'm gonna show the flag. Be a fanboy.
All right.
Go.
All right. I didn't really think about it, but to be honest, Pete Alonso is the guy. I mean, he's won it twice already. About to do it 3 times. There's nothing to it.
Thing with Ozuna is he has a home run swing, but doesn't have a home run swing for the home run derby because it's a very long, elongated swing.
He'll get tired. Yeah, no, you have to be quick and you have to have a rhythm. I don't think he can get a rhythm with that swing in home contest. Although he's at home. That's one thing we have to take into account. Yeah, that is true.
That's why I like him in the contest. And I also think his swing is perfect with that park. Yeah. The way he swings. Now, maybe it could be the opposite effect for him. Maybe this gets him going.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
That is true. That's the thing. Where else is he gonna go? Like he can't get lower than this.
Yeah, right. So, it's been bad. Yeah,
it's been bad.
All right, Bobby Witt Jr. Before you go, guys, I can see Bobby Witt Jr. pulling Yasiel Puig in this home run contest.
I don't know, man.
I don't trust
infielders, bro.
And I love Bobby Witt Jr.
Yasiel Puig, where he looked terrible. Like remember, Yasiel Puig didn't hit a home run in the home run contest.
I see. I thought,
okay.
Better one would be Robinson Cano, which he did the same thing. No home runs, and he won.
His dad. I don't know what his dad did to him. He was throwing sliders, screwballs, because his dad was pitching to him.
Yeah.
Lo mandó matarle, papa.
All right, number 2. Who was the biggest snub of the All-Star game? The biggest. Yusseff, tell me. The biggest. It doesn't matter which league. Who was the biggest snub?
Christopher Sanchez. What to say?
Damn. Santos?
I would have said before the announcement of Anthony Santander, I would have said him. So I'm glad that he's there because to me, he was the biggest snub. I think he deserved to be there. I'm glad he's there. I would have said Andres Munoz. I'm glad he's there. Andres Munoz has been filthy. So I would have said him.
For sure.
Filthy. I'm going to say Ronel Blanco, honestly. I think Ronel Blanco is the biggest snub.
Could be there too. Could be Rysel too.
Rysel.
Yeah.
All right, stop. Stop.
Yo, he loves Rysel, bro.
Damn.
I don't see it, man. Like I don't see it. What you see with Rysel, I don't see it. I watch a lot of Braves games.
Yeah, thank you from Rysel.
There's always guys on base, bro. He always got dudes on base. He's not striking out anybody.
That's his game, buddy. Man, listen. He's all right. This year.
All right, so bring in Alexi Diaz for that then. Because it's basically the same with one less outing.
Yeah, but he gives a lot more runs than Rysel. Okay. All right. So it's probably gonna be second pitcher in history, Cuban pitcher to win to save 200, and probably become the second pitcher in Cuban history for Cubans to save 40 games. He's been a save machine for that team.
No, I agree.
No, he's been good. Yeah.
The objective is to get the save.
But he's not the biggest snub though. Come on.
No,
not the biggest snub.
The biggest snub, in my opinion, has to be Lindor, man. top 20 on WAR,
here we
on
go.
everything. Come on, man. One of the best defensive players. He was hot for a hot minute. He was like batting 400 like a month ago. Gotta be honest, Lindor just like straight up. Mookie Betts
they hate
shouldn't
him.
be in it
off
because
camera.
we don't even know if he's gonna play. I think Mookie Betts should like step up or step out and say, you know what, I'm not feeling well. Whatever, just pick whoever, and of course they gotta pick Lindor because it's his same
It might happen.
position.
It might happen. I still have hope that it's gonna happen.
No,
it could.
no.
I don't think it's going
Saturday,
to.
Man, it's not.
Like
It's not gonna happen.
Off camera, Lindor by his teammates. This is off camera. Been told by players and his coaching staff. Sometimes he's not. Sometimes he rubs people the wrong way, and that when it comes to managers picking you, that influences things. Not that he shouldn't be there. He should be there, but that little thing that I've been told by players. I'm not gonna name players that told me, but sometimes he rubs his teammates the
maybe they're jealous because he's making money and they're not.
No.
He makes 35.
No, that's not the case. Not the case.
Okay.
It's other things that I'll tell you guys when we sit down and we'll talk that I've been told that I will never say on camera.
No,
but
I'm gonna tell you my like when we interviewed him, he was the greatest guy. I gotta be honest. Like he was like the guy. He wasn't fake.
No.
¿Cómo que se llama esto? Like when you have
Come
like,
mierda.
No, come mierda. I remember Jose Iglesias was there, all those guys, and they were big chilling, on the clubhouse. And he was one of the guys. He was like, "Yo, you guys," he was very nice, very professional.
It's a couple.
And it wasn't like after the thing, he just walked out. He was very nice. Hey, guys, thank you for coming. Blah blah. I don't know. I mean, maybe he rubs the players the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a couple of clubhouse things that I've been told that saying certain things. That's the thing. And sometimes managers will see that and they'll be like, "Oh, hold on." But should he be in the All-Star game? There's no argument there, bro.
Yeah,
if you argue he's not in the All-Star game, I mean, whoever argues that he's not in the All-Star game doesn't know a lick about baseball. If Trey Turner's there and he's not there, I think that's not fair. That's just an argument about that.
I agree. All right, number 3, your opinion on Paul Skenes starting the All-Star game. Only the 5th rookie to do that.
Well, he's been lights out with Pittsburgh.
Wow.
And no, the other day I was mad because they took him out of the game in the 7th inning he's throwing a no-hitter. Another thing with sabermetrics, guys.
Yeah. 99 pitches. Oh, his arm is gonna fall off when he gets to 100. Let me take him out the game.
Yeah, he used to throw like 150 pitches. Tion's arms are okay.
No, what got me upset on that was that he got to the 5th inning with like 60 pitches or something like that. Right? No, like almost 70. So he was up there in pitches, right? And then on the last like 3 innings, whatever, he just started getting people out with 9 pitches, 7 pitches.
Yeah.
So, like he was up there, but I wouldn't take nobody out with a no-hitter. He was upset. He was upset at the end of the game.
The only time I saw the reasoning in it a couple years ago, Dave Roberts took out what's his kid's name? He was coming off Tommy John surgery. Dodgers that people had a problem with it.
Bobby Miller, who was it?
No, it was left-handed guy.
That's in May.
No, it was a couple years ago. It was a while ago.
All right.
I don't think this guy's even in the major leagues no more because he wasn't a top flight starter. But
white guy.
Yeah.
White guy.
Yeah.
I forget.
I forgot his name, but I was kind of I kind of understood. It upset me a little bit. I thought about it. Hey, this kid's coming off Tommy John from last year. Maybe Dave Roberts knows something that I don't know, and he's looking out for his kid's arm. But Skenes, I was like, what are we doing here? Like, why are you taking this guy out of the game? Give him a chance to finish out his game.
Yeah, the All-Star game is a spectacle. It's supposed to be an exhibition of the best.
Yeah.
And right now, he's one of the best great young stars coming up. I have no problem with him starting.
That young staff,
I agree.
Man, I'm telling you, Skenes, when you get Oviedo back, because Oviedo was starting to find his way at the end of last year. Watch out with Pittsburgh and that young team they have.
Yeah.
With Joe.
Remember they started this year with like what was it? They started like 7-0, something like that. Like everybody thought that, okay, then they're gonna do it this year.
Keep Brian Haynes. That kid.
He said, nah.
Not this year, but don't be surprised if they have a good team in a few years, man. When that team starts to mature,
I hope so.
Don't be surprised. But then again, Pittsburgh is Miami. When you gotta pay, forget about it.
No. I mean, only Miami is Miami.
No. Only Miami. No. I gotta be honest. The Pirates are bad with that stuff.
Yeah,
I think they paid Mitch Keller, right? They paid this kid. What's his name? Brian Reynolds. That's about it. They don't pay.
Oh,
you gotta pay anybody.
You gotta pay Brian Reynolds, man. That guy's probably the best center fielder in baseball.
Baseball right now.
One of the best. We wanted him. We were gonna make a trade for him, but
that's until Heliot Ramos takes over.
That kid's good.
Well, he's good.
We could have had him in the Giancarlo Stanton trade, but Derek Jeter doesn't know how to manage things, and Stanton told him, "No, I'm gonna invoke my no trade." Instead of talking to him and trade him because he wanted to go there to San Francisco. He's from California, but Derek Jeter, the way he handled that situation, this guy told him, "Okay, then you're gonna do that? No trade clause." Heliot Ramos could have been playing here.
Thank God he's not. You guys would have ruined him.
I think he would have been okay. But I think they would probably traded him because he would have been up early.
No, I gotta be honest. The Marlins are great at developing players.
Not even.
Don't get me wrong. They're great at developing players, but for other teams, though.
Yeah. No,
they develop them.
Right.
Not even that. The Marlins can't draft anymore. The international free agency, they stink. Let me give you an example. Who else was
signed? They used to be good at developing players.
Who else was signed Victor Mesa for $5 million?
And to this day, bro, like, remember, what's his name? Yuri Perez? Yeah. Great developing.
They develop pitchers.
They develop, yes. Mayers, the kid, the white kid that got the injury. Same thing.
Let me tell you a story about him. Yeah. They're playing Cuba in that friendship series, right? You know, they use Cuba and USA used to play. Yeah. Max Meyer comes from playing shortstop in that series. Pitch. And you know, the Cuban media from Cuba, they're laughing at this. They're like, oh, ¿qué hace este jugando campo corto? Y ahora van a lanzar. I was like, espérate, tú a ver. 9-6, 9-7, 9-7, 9-8, 9-9. I throw that. Yeah. Y ahora dime. They're like, oh, very flight. The kid has good stuff. The kid has good stuff.
All right, number 4. Which player has the biggest disappointment this first half?
Hands down.
That's a good one.
Damn.
That's a good one.
Who you got, Santos?
Oh man, it's funny. So I made up the question and I didn't think
I know,
much about the answer. But you know what? You could go a lot of different ways. I mean, you could definitely go. Adolis is a good one. I think Adolis has been a huge disappointment considering the expectation. I'm gonna go with a different answer. It might surprise you.
Go.
It's gonna sound funny. I think Yamamoto's been the biggest disappointment, and I'll tell you why. The numbers are okay. For that money, you better be the second coming of Christ. And I have not been impressed by I've seen a lot of Dodgers games. He is not impressive at all. And he looks like he could be one arm injury away from like being a total bust.
Oh, that's common.
Yamamoto to me is not impressive. I know it sounds crazy, but to me, I'm not impressed.
No, I think you guys are missing out on the most. I guess I don't know, man. Like not the biggest bust. I'm sorry. He's the biggest disappointment because of what he did last year. Corbin Carroll, rookie of the year last year.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Come on.
That's a good one.
That guy,
I agree with that. That's a good one.
He can't find it.
I'm gonna go.
He looks awful this year.
I'm gonna go one deeper. Jose Abreu.
No, because Jose Abreu.
No, he's already already old.
Yeah, we kind of knew.
You go from MVP in 2020 to being out of the majors.
No, but remember, Yusseff, he was terrible last year also at the beginning of the season.
In the second half. But this year, he was abominable. Was the word.
Abysmal. Yeah, he might have been the worst hitter.
Yeah. No, 300 OPS.
You know what, Willy? You got it.
Yeah.
I think you got it. That's the one. Yeah. That's the one.
All right.
I gotta say, I totally forgot about Carroll. Yep.
Yeah, no, that's the point. We all
That's the
forgot
best one. That's the
All-Star,
best
Rookie
one.
of the Year, everything. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see. Number 5. Who has been the biggest surprise performance against Latino players?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You Santos
Or
wrote it.
among Latino players.
Oh,
among
Latinos
Latino players.
Ah, okay. All right, Latinos. Who you got, Santos?
It has to be Heliot Ramos. It has to be. Like, nobody saw this coming, not even me. Now, he was people don't know, he was a top prospect for the Giants for like 2 or 3 years in a row.
I know.
And there was no production.
Yeah.
There was no production, and he was just there based on rankings or whatever. And then he played winter ball, played for Santurce, played in La Serie de Caribe, and you're seeing the results pay off. The guy is a 5-tool player.
Yeah. I'm going to have to agree with Santos. He makes the
Heliot
All-Star.
Ramos.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I thought that MJ Melendez was gonna be like just better than any Puerto Rican kid that came out, and
he has a big hole, man. I don't think
he has everything.
I don't think he's ever gonna amount to this because there's a big hole.
Put it together.
Yeah, he has a swing. He's he's like the guy's never made the major leagues. Lázaro Armentero. He's never made the major leagues. He was a top signing. They called him the Cuban Bryce Harper. This kid struck out 200 times. Yeah, they were totally wrong. A couple years ago, he struck out 200 times.
Damn.
Oh, MJ is terrible, bro.
MJ
is.
You could say that's a disappointment this year. Joan Moncada.
No, I mean he hasn't played. I mean,
he's a disappointment. He's been a disappointment for 5 years.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
And they gave a contract and everything. I mean, I was looking for you guys. I mean, you're right. He is a bust.
They signed him since Boston paid that penalty. Since Boston paid that penalty to sign him, he's never. He's always had the size. He hits on both sides of the plate, but I just don't see it. Like I'm one of the biggest non-fans of Joan Moncada. For many things, for his attitude, the way he plays, and other things off the field that I'm not going to discuss.
Do you dislike him more than Luis Robert?
No, I don't really dislike.
You hate Luis Robert. I have no idea what he hates. Luis Robert, hates him.
No, Luis Robert. I've met him. I saw him at the airport. He's not a bad guy. I don't like Luis Robert because he takes his talent for granted. That's what I like about Luis Robert. Luis Robert could be the best player in baseball if he puts his mind to it.
Yeah,
but
he could be Julio Rodriguez in steroids, and he just doesn't. Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm because I've been watching Luis Robert since he was 15 years old. He came up in the Cuban leagues. In fact, Luis Robert was such a good prospect, they didn't take him to the Serie de Caribe because they thought he was going to leave. Luis Robert won the MVP in Cuba when he was 18, when Cuba had a way better league. Not Cuba now, because I could be MVP in Cuba now. But Cuba had a better league. You know what I'm saying? So Luis Robert, there's a lot of talent there. Even though he looks good, he still looks good. He could be a whole lot better.
All right, so
a disappointment so far this year.
Oh, Julio Rodriguez.
Not the biggest, but he is a disappointment.
Not lately, but yes. Overall.
So we were talking about surprises, and you guys agree Heliot Ramos. I agree with you guys, but I think I got another guy in my opinion, Ronel Blanco. I didn't expect it.
It's up there. Yeah.
Like that was a surprise for me. I mean, come on, that guy came from being a reliever, being on the minor leagues, coming back and forth to throw.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You're right.
But he's for his defense. Sometimes in DR he has started a few games. But yeah. How about Christopher Sanchez, guys?
Yeah. I would agree. I mean, he wasn't that good last year.
No.
Came back but no, because you know why? Because he was kind of good on the playoffs. So
no, Ronel is a bigger surprise. I mean, nobody expected Ronel to do this. Nobody.
I mean, a bigger surprise might just be Luis Gil because with that starting pitching that the Yankees had, people didn't expect this kid to be anything. You know, like he was taking over their Cy Young winner, Garrett Cole, and he came in and basically was the Cy Young of the first half.
Yeah.
I think Luis Gil, when you look at Luis Gil and Heliot Ramos, is comparable because they weren't even established major leaguers. Like they They got a couple cups of coffee. They didn't do anything. Then they get the opportunity. They just went out of nowhere. They just dominate in their positions. I think.
I agree.
Whereas Christopher's, like, he was already here. He showed glimpses of it. You know.
All right, number 6. Does the All-Star game still matter?
More than it does in the NFL, yeah, more than it does in the NBA. But I don't know if it's anything like it used to be. I mean, I'm a big fan of the All-Star game. Unlike Santos, I like the home run contest, but I think it's the most watched game. I mean, I think it's the most meaningful game out of all the All-Star games. Like hockey,
you don't play for nothing. You don't play for anything anymore.
I agree.
Because remember, before you used to play for the what was it? The World Series.
Yeah,
home advantage.
That was
a
joke.
That was a joke.
That sucks.
I like it now because it's an exhibition game, which is what it should be.
It's supposed to be. It's not like that the Pro Bowl where they play flag football now.
Flag football, yeah, basically, yeah. And
that's a joke.
And you know what's funny? The NFL on the Pro Bowl, which nobody watches the Pro Bowl. I thought, bro, people watch it more than the NBA and MLB All-Star. The Pro Bowl. I didn't know that.
The NBA All-Star game, like they just messed it up.
No, that's the worst.
That's
the worst.
That sucks.
Slam dunk contest and 3-point contest used to be awesome. They ruined it when they had like LeBron and KD pick their teams. That's it. I was done.
Yeah.
MLB All-Star game is the best All-Star game in professional sports.
Yes,
still.
I would agree. Still. Number 7 and last one, our bold trade deadline possibilities, predictions. Tell me who you think will be traded. That everybody will be like, whoa, what happened here?
I got 2.
All right, go.
That's Chisholm's probably going to be traded to the Yankees. Remember, we're talking about stuff. The Yankees have been very heavy talking to the Marlins. They'll probably give us like 3 bats, gum, because the Marlins are terrible making trades. And I keep saying it, but Vladdy might end up with the Yankees, bro. That might happen, bro.
That's not happening. I keep telling everybody, nobody listens to the voice of reason. I'm telling you guys think you guys are playing fantasy baseball. Like it doesn't work that way.
Luis Robert with the Dodgers too. That might happen.
To the Dodgers.
Yeah,
I could see that.
Wow. To the Dodgers.
The Dodgers. Slide Andy.
They should get a shortstop. I don't know what they're doing.
Andy Pages is not a center fielder. Andy Pages is a great rookie. Might get some rookie of the year votes.
Yeah.
He could play left field. He could play right field. He's not a natural center fielder. Luis Robert is a natural center fielder.
I agree.
Who was your second guy?
Me?
Yeah, Luis Robert and who else?
I gave you 3. I gave
Santos. Who you got then? Who you got?
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is going to get traded either to the Astros or to a National League team. That's how it's going to work. Okay, the Astros always got prospects. They always got people. They will come up with a trade to make it happen. Anybody who suggests otherwise, that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is going to get traded to Boston or to the Yankees, needs to have their heads examined, because it's an American League East. You know how high that price is going to be? They don't do trades together. Rarely. This is not the 90s anymore. They don't do that. Now, Vladimir Guerrero will get traded. That's not a bold prediction. But the bold prediction is that he ends up in Houston. That's my pick.
All right. I like Houston, actually, for him. That's a really good ballpark for him. For me, I mean, I don't know, man. The only guy that I can think of like that might just get traded and it might be like big, in my opinion, might be big because he's a rookie, Mason Miller. Like that to me would be the biggest thing. I know they talked about trading him like a while ago, but right now with all the not just the talent, but all the years of service that he has on him, man, come on. I think the Yankees might trade for him, but who are you gonna give? Like you have to give like Jones for him.
Imagine the Mets try to trade for him.
No, man.
Imagine the Mets get him. He's not going to the Mets, but I'm saying imagine the Mets get him. Like if the Mets or the Yankees were to get him. Remember, the Yankees their bullpen is not great either. They could use them.
No, they could use them.
Yankees have a lot of holes on that team for winning so much games. You got to give the managers the credit because they have a lot of holes in their lineup, in their pitching staff, in their bullpen. There's just a lot of holes there. So that's why I don't see them winning a title.
Agreed.
All right, I think those are it. But tell me, what happened, Yusseff?
Could you see anybody beating Houston in the playoffs if Houston gets in?
Yes,
The
of
experience
course.
that they have?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They don't have the pitching anymore. Josh Hader looks like nothing like himself.
They can make some moves.
They don't have it. They don't have it, man. Alex Bregman got heat up a month ago, but it's not the same. That could be another guy that might just get traded because they're not gonna pay him if he looks like this.
Sorry to say,
I think
I gotta let you guys go, gentlemen, because I got.
Oh yeah, I got you. Well,
see you later.
Sorry about this. Sorry about this.
No worries.
Not a Yusseff.
Oh yeah, great talking to you guys. Love you guys. You guys are awesome at what you do.
Awesome. No, we'll keep in touch. Yeah, of course. No, we'll definitely.
Have a good one, guys.
All right,
Yusseff.
All right. So to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Just wrapping it up. I think with Houston, what you said is true, but I think the Mets and Houston could really make a trade if you think about it, because the Mets have a surplus of starters, and Houston has a surplus of relievers, and the Mets are looking for starters. Mets are looking for relievers. Houston's looking for starters, so they could swing a deal if you think about it.
Oh, man, I
mean, I know Houston needs a lot too. That's the thing.
They have so many people injured. McCullers, Garcia, Verlander. I haven't seen him in a while. I mean, they just have so many people that it's like I don't even know who's healthy right now. On their
right. So
I'm not scared of them.
Right. So you're trusting. So you actually think you trust Seattle
more than
Houston. Is what you're saying. That's interesting.
Not because of the playoffs experience. It's just that they have so many good players just on paper, man. And they might not have the best like batters on that lineup, but that pitching is nasty, man. I think
the Guardians are going to be dangerous if they get the right little pieces to fill out that team. I think they can be dangerous. And I think the Twins also could be dangerous if they make the right move. They don't have enough pitching, but if they get another arm or so or two, they could be in the mix because they're gonna hit. Ese equipo batea.
Yeah.
Pero,
I'm surprised with the AL Central. I always think about the AL Central as kind of weak. It's been good.
Yeah.
Guardians, Kansas City, and the Twins. It's been really good this year, actually. I've enjoyed watching.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad also to see in the quickly in the National League. It's a bunch of mediocre blah and one or two elite teams, right? So I think it's gonna be fun to see the trades that happen because the trades can swing everything. Listen, I was wrong about the Mets. I wanted them to blow it up, so I'm glad that they didn't because they're still in the race. The Mets can really. I'm not saying they're gonna win a World Series, but they can make some noise and get into a wild card spot. I think if they make the right moves.
I hope so. I mean, most likely they're gonna go against like Philly.
That's tough.
Because it's tough. Coming as a second wild card winner or something like that, you're going against the best team, and I think record-wise, it's gonna be the Phillies or Dodgers. But
I trust the Mets against the Dodgers more though.
No, for sure.
Dodgers are very flawed, bro. The Dodgers son como los Yankees, que they're very top heavy.
Yeah, they don't have the pitching. They don't have the pitching.
They don't have the pitching, and the Yankees pitching, I thought it was gonna be better because it started really well, and it's kind of crashed down to earth. The Yankees pitching, they got a lot of guys that are too similar. Like Nestor Cortez and Rodon are too similar. Rodon has better stuff, but Cortez has a better heart, right? It's got more balls. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But now there's a lot of stuff to get into. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing the second half. So
for sure,
we'll see what happens.
Next time, ya tú sabes, we're gonna talk about the best ones. We talked about it already. The best players of each nation, like the All-Stars.
No, hay que hacerlo. No, hay que hacerlo. Yeah, man. Es que there's so much to touch on, man. We all over the place.
Yeah, I know. But we're back, baby.
Is,
we're
man.
back.
We back. Yeah, we back. We so back, bro. We're so back. Okay, Papa. It was good. It's so back. So Willy Baez, man, joining us again. I listen. I appreciate you. Always good talking to you and Yusseff, everybody, and we'll do this again.
Most definitely. Take care, Santos.
All right, brother. Take care. All right. Willy Baez, baby. Willy Baez, and of course, Yusseff Diaz once again. This was episode number 9. And of course, man, everybody out there, make sure you subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Follow, hit the like button, all that good stuff. And, we'll do it again. We'll talk, man, the first half, there's so much stuff to get into. We touched what we could. But definitely, thank you all for listening and for watching on YouTube. And as always, live your life as if you are in a 3-2 count. Until next time.